Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. On the floor for Boston, Abdul-Jabbar. He's in at point guard. Zeller is out there with Mickey. Then there's Smart, and it's Turner in at the small forward. Abdul-Jabbar. Offensive rebound, Celtics. To the wing right side. Smart wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really liked. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Last game for Boston, they picked up the W against Detroit.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
At the line for 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Not a lot of room.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Neither am I. I mean, if you're going to attempt a buzzer beater, I guess I will comment. Make sure there's actually a buzzer to beat.
Here's Zeller. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Here's Dellavedova. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
And both free throws good for Frye. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing and back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
And that's good for Channing Frye from 3. Frye has got 5 points so far. Celtics trail by 6. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Puts it up from 12, and it comes off the front of the rim. Turner. Shot is off. And that concludes the first quarter of... Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say about adjustment.
The biggest difference is endurance, both mentally and physically. The college season is what, 30, 40 games max? That's not even halfway through an NBA season. Plus, you're playing against the best talent every night. I'm just trying to put in work, get in the gym, study film, and prepare myself for each and every game.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that adjust to the law? Big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a new group in for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger. Turner comes in for Johnson. Marcus Smart's checked in for Avery Bradley. And Abdul-Jabbar subbed in for Thomas. On the floor for Boston, Abdul-Jabbar. He's in at the point. Evan Turner is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Zeller, and it's Smart in at the 2 spot. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they've also gotten a big boost in the early going tonight with their productivity at the free throw line. Really a sign of aggression.
Mickey's checked in for Crowder.
Move the ball and stick it.
Irving against Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Zeller. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For Boston, they have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far. First free throw is good. Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Here's Mozgov. Over Zeller. Mozgov with the bucket. Mozgov's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backcourt.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second-chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part.
There's a screen. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. They're running. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Shumpert. Shumpert's got 3 assists in the game. Abdul-Jabbar with it. Mozgov grabs the board. Now James. Pass to Mozgov. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Irving against Abdul-Jabbar. Whistle blows if that's going to be a travel.
Guys, when you turn the ball over,
And so a pretty lopsided.
Come on now, guys. We can get back into this game and take these fans out of it. Let's.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for J.R. Smith. Boston also with the sub. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Irving, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Abdul-Jabbar. No luck. Good D by Love.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And it's Irving missing.
Move it. Move it.
Celtics trail by 19. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Dellavedova kicks to Love. Pass to Irving. Lets it go from deep. Another miss by Irving.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Connects on the 9-footer.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
He dishes it to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Abdul-Jabbar penetrating.
And checking out some stats for Irving. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 22 points per, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
For sure. Great anticipation. Peripheral vision is there. Natural talent as well. Really shining through.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Kyrie Irving. And that one's good.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Celtics trail by 19. Abdul-Jabbar. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Kicks it to LeBron. Feeds to Fry. Puts up a 3. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 6th assist on the night.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage. And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down and when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
Shumpert dishes to Fry. Shumpert passes to Dellavedova. LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. And the foul called on 3. That's his first foul. James checked in for Shumpert, and Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. On the court for the Celtics, Abdul-Jabbar in at shooting guard. Amir Johnson is out there with Jake Crow. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Rozier in at the point.
You know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Irving. It's stolen by Sullinger. The Celtics working the ball around now. Abdul-Jabbar against Irving to end the run. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Abdul-Jabbar. And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
A nice shot by LeBron.
Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch, Clark, looking very confident right now.
No good from Abdul-Jabbar.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but he just didn't have it in him that time.
Love draws the double. There's the pass to McCray. There's the feed to Irving. And Boston with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Second chance shot, and Johnson with the lay-in good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
Now they've got their sights set on that sweep, Greg, 3-zip, and given what's going on in the first 2 games, my guess is that's what's going to happen.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Irving. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash over.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. He's looking for James and finds him. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here.
Cavaliers ball.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. Williams can't hit. The dish to Smart. He kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. From deep. It's hauled in by Fry. And here is Williams. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, tell us a bit about the energy out there tonight. It seemed like there was plenty of intensity on the floor.
We knew that today was going to have that type of feel. It's 2 teams that have the same aspirations, and that's winning the NBA championship. So, it's a great game. It went down to the wire, and we gave our beautiful fans a great show today, and it was fun.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
Doris, thank you.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving. The 4th quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Kyrie, who